So here we have an overview image of the actual property that we had this particular structure fire at. This is out of FlowMSP showing the location of the building, and most importantly for us at this particular incident, one of our challenges, as I mentioned earlier, was water supply. This highlights the hydrant to the east of the building and to the west of the building. When the first-in companies came into this particular structure fire, as our normal protocol would dictate, they would come to the front of the structure, the A division, and start doing a 360 and a recon of the property. When they arrived, they didn't see any active fire at the front of the building, and the fire seemed to be focused at the rear side of the building up in the roof line and soffit area. The significance to this was the primary attack engine was at this first hydrant within a reach to be able to provide significant water, but it was going to take more time, as you can see the distance. The second in engine was ordered by the time the first officer did his 360. We needed something in the back that was going to be more accessible, so we sent the second engine to this parking lot to an adjacent property. One of the major challenges that you can see here is the hydrant was in here in our water tower lot, which was behind a fence line. And there was an additional fence line along the property of the structure that was affected here. So that second engine company had to cut two fences to get water supply to the back of that fire. Simultaneously, the initial attack crew was tagging the hydrant and stretching the line, but as you can see with trees and the landscape, that became a little bit more difficult and time consuming to get active lines down there to start battling this fire. They had water on the fire within about the first 10 minutes of the incident, which is a little bit longer than we'd like to see. But based on the challenges that they were faced with, there was not much we could do to control it at the particular time. And what I related to before is that we didn't have this imaging, we didn't have FlowMSP as a utilization tool for our pre-incident pre-planning for these kind of properties. Currently, a group of people that are on our pre-plan committee, they go out, they take these pictures of the overheads off of Google Maps, and then we locate significant key factors of the building. Targets, hazards, target hazards, we have anything with our fire alarm panel, access to the building, egress points, and significant utility locations, which are critical to the first in arriving companies to be able to do their job appropriately. Most importantly, again, I talk about the water supply, the location of the hydrants. So as they're coming into the call, the incident, they can pre-plan en route, because when the call comes in, based on your CAD migration, it sends you a map of the call instantly, and you can pull up the affected property. So you don't have to type and dig in through a bunch of things. You can actually pull it right up. It gives them instant access of an overhead view of the property that they're actually going to have this challenge with based on what they see when they get there. And they can have pre-planned motion on how they're going to attack this with water supply.